Have you ever wanted to order a sweatshirts bale from places like Syed Vintage, but you've looked at both of them and you don't know what one's the best? But keep watching to find out what one is best for you. But yes, so today I'm be going over the pros and cons of the mixed print unbranded sweatshirt bale, and as well the unsorted sweatshirt bale that places like Syed and North Pole Vintage stock, and probably many other vintage wholesale companies. I have ordered both of these bales, so I'll talk about my experience and show you some of the stuff I got as well. But the first one we're going to go over, which is the cheapest one out of the two, is the Unsorted Sweatshirts Bale, which is currently going for £80 on Syed Vintage. However, that is not including VAT and shipping, so it will more likely be around £100. That was my first bale that I ordered. If you want to see an unboxing video for that, the link to that video will be up in the cards now and in the description for you to go and watch once you're done with this one. But the pros of this bale is obviously, as I've just said, it is the cheaper one out of the two. Another pro of it is that you can get branded items in it. Like I've got Hugo Boss pieces, Timberland pieces, Fila pieces, just to name a few. Along with my most recent branded piece from one of the bales, which is this North Face quarter zip fleece. Along with branded stuff, you can also get embroidered pieces, which you can get some of in the other bale, but there's a lot slimmer chance than with the unsorted bale. Obviously, with there being more branded pieces, the items are going to sell for a lot more per item. But getting onto the cons of this bale, even though that the items might be selling for more per item, you are going to get significantly less pieces to actually sell from this bale. I know both times I've got them, I've ended up with about 30 to 40 blanks in each bale. The most recent one I got wasn't as bad for that. These were all the blanks that I got in the most recent bale. So you can see there is quite a few, but in the one before that, I probably got at least 10 to 20 more than that. However, some people do like blanks. There are people out there who are wanting to buy blanks, so you can sell them, but a lot of the blanks are going to be pretty worthless. They're going to be covered with stains. They're going to be modern blanks as well, which a lot of people don't really care for. People are more after the vintage blanks, which you do get some of in the bales. So in these bales, I would say there's maybe a 60 to 40 keep ratio, with the 40% being the keep and the 60% being the throw. But that's if you're lucky. I know on the first bale that I ordered, it was more of a 70% throw to a 30% keep ratio. So to get 40 to 50 blanks in a 100-piece bale is quite a lot of blanks. And as well, with there being loads of blanks, this will mean that the item cost will be significantly more per item. Obviously, where you'll have a lot of blanks, you won't be able to spread out the cost per item over as many pieces. So your cost per item could go from £1 to £3 pretty quick with this bale. But if you're looking at buying one of these bales as your first bale, which you most likely are, this is still a very good bale. You 100% still be able to make your money back on it. However, there are very big variables. Like you could order one bale and make £300 off it, but then you could order another one and just make a little bit of profit on it. But it's going to be that way with pretty much any bale of this nature. But now getting on to the pros and cons of the second bale, which is the mixed print unbranded sweatshirts bale, which currently on Syed Vintage is going for about £100. But once again, that's not including your VAT and your shipping, so you're going to be looking at more like £120 for this one. So a £20 increase from the other bale. However, North Pole Vintage do also stock these, and they stock them for only £50, because that's where I got my one from. There's only two things with North Pole Vintage. The first thing is that there is a minimum spend of £200, so if you are just looking to buy one bale, you're not going to be able to do that, unfortunately. And as well, they do have a very limited amount of stock at these £50 bales. Normally they only drop about once a month-ish, so you got to be pretty quick and stay up to date with North Pole Vintage to be able to get one of these bales. But let's get on to the pros of this bale. Personally, I would say this is the better bale in my experience, because I think I got dramatically more sellable pieces from this bale than I did the other one. Once again, if you want to see a video of me unboxing this bale, the link to that video will be up in the cards and in the description, also for when you're done with this one, or for when you're done with the other video of me going through the unsorted bale. But as I was saying, you'll see if you watch the video, I got so many more sellable pieces in that one than the other one. These are just 4 example ones, so you get some pretty cool jumpers out of the bale. I did receive a lot of Christmas jumpers, which I wasn't too appreciative of, but don't get me wrong, they'll still sell, probably not at the start of the year like we're currently in now, but nearer the end of the year these will sell really well, especially this one. I think this one's the nuts. But if you don't really like these like two-tone neck jumpers, you're going to get a lot of them in this bale, and just a lot of like random printed ones. So if you're looking for like designer pieces, this isn't the bale for you, or if you're looking for more like high-end pieces, this also isn't the bale for you. And just to show you another example example of something else I got this like Chinese jumper. It says Minghu Republic of China, but it looks like a prison jumper, like with the numbers on. Like, why would you have like a couple random numbers on a jumper? Comment down below what you think this jumper is and where you think it's from. I think it's a prison jumper, to be honest. But as I was saying, there are so many more sellable pieces in the bale, so I think the price of it is kind of warranted. With this bale, I would say you're looking at more of a 60-40 kind of ratio, like 60% keep, 40% throw, or on the worst side of 50-50. But on to the cons of this bale. As I said, if you aren't really looking kind of for like old vintage kind of jumpers and you more want like designer stuff and things like that, you've pretty much got no luck with this bale. This bale is going to be a lot heavy, like just vintage and just kind of random printed pieces. But if you want that for your shop, this is the perfect bale for you. I really like stuff like that. I think it sells really well. Like them two-tone neck jumpers that I just showed you, they'll probably sell for about 15 to 20 pounds each, and I've probably got about 15 of them from this bale, so you do the maths. If you didn't, that's about 300 pounds from 15 jumpers, which isn't too shabby, especially as well where that's not even the total amount of jumpers. But a con with this bale, as I was saying, there is going to be no branded items in there, and as well with this bale, this does apply to both bales. However, you've got no guarantee for the condition of any of the items. Like, a lot of the items I got were heavily stained. Like, I would say the majority of the items were stained. There's very few that are like flawless, but don't get me wrong, a lot of the stains you could probably get out, and as well a lot of the stains aren't really that noticeable. And as well, with there being no guarantee on the condition, there's also no guarantee on the quality of the items, so you can end up with a lot of rubbish jumpers. But it works both ways. You could have this happen with both of the bales, and I would say for both of the bales as well, if you're not really looking for vintage, or your shop isn't really like a vintage shop, these aren't really the bales for you. If you want more designer, I would look at maybe buying another bale. Or if you're just looking for more like high-end, kind of like high quality stuff, this also isn't the bale for you. But if I was you, what bale would I buy? Personally, I would spend that little bit more and get the printed bale, or just keep your eyes peeled for when North Pole Vintage stock them, because as I said, I got so many more like actual pieces that were sellable. But with the unsorted bale, I got a lot less pieces and just ended up with loads of blanks that you just have to throw away. Because as I said with the unsorted bale, I think the price per item will be significantly less with the printed bale. If you get me, like with the unsorted bale, you could be paying £3 an item, which I ended up doing. But with this unsorted bale, I'll probably only be paying maybe £1.50 an item max. But if you did enjoy this video or you found it helpful, please drop my video a like. It'd be so appreciated. It really helps out my channel so much. But as well, as I've said, both of the unboxing videos will be up in the cards and in the description. One of the unsorted bales and one of the printed bale. If you want to see everything that I got from both of the bales, go and look at my Depop. It's up on the screen now and it's linked in the description. You'll be able to see kind of everything that I got to help you make a decision. But I do hope you enjoyed this video, so please like, subscribe and comment down below any videos you'd like to see in the future.